I'm all in favor of believing that there's a purpose to life, but I just wanted to make a little sense. That's all. And here's the craziest thing about life. This is the thing that nobody really considers. You know as much about what life is all about as anybody who's ever lived ever. That's the craziest fucking thing about us. We're all just kind of wandering through this going, do you know what you're doing? Yes. Oh, I do too. I know what I'm doing. Okay, good then. But really, no one has a fucking clue. But we never bring it up. You remember when you were a kid and you thought they were real grown-ups? You remember that shit? You remember? You know what I'm talking about, motherfucker. Older people love to pretend they know what the fuck is going on. We're all full of shit. When I was a kid, I thought they were grown-ups. Didn't you? Like you were crying, you got sent to your room, like, you know what? One day I'm gonna be a grown-up and everything's gonna make sense. Then one day you're like 25 at the supermarket and the bag boys calls you sir and you're like, what the fuck? How'd that happen? Shit! You mean I'm a grown-up? Oh my God, are we fucked? You mean nobody knows? We're all just zombies walking through this life? Shit! The real problem is the reality of life is way too huge for most people to grasp, including me. Like, how about space? When does that shit ever come up? You ever think about, if you enjoyed any part of this show tonight, I would just like 1 extra minute of your time. When you get out of here, and you get out in the parking lot, just look up for 1 minute. Do you ever do that? I never even pay attention to space unless I'm high. And when I'm high, it's usually like, dude, has that shit always been there? How come that never comes up? Space is the most taken for granted thing ever. You know how crazy it is, and it's above you every day, and it never comes up. If we all lived underground or indoors, there was only one place in the whole world where you could see space, you know how popular that shit would be? Everybody would travel to see space. You would just stand there and hold hands and look up and go, wow! There's no ceiling, this is fucking incredible, it's mind-blowing! But instead, it's just there every day. You're like, oh, look, the Big Dipper, see that? Wow, it's cool. People travel to see the fucking Grand Canyon. Like, dude, you gotta go to the Grand Canyon, man. Dude, it changed my life, man. I stood out there and saw that canyon. It was so immense. I just realized, well, how small my role in the universe really is. Oh, really? Wow. Hey, how about all that shit? What the fuck are you talking about? Those aren't light bulbs, motherfucker. Those are huge nuclear explosions billions of miles away. And it goes on forever. Do you know what forever means? It means this whole universe of hundreds of billions of galaxies might just be a part of one atom. It's in the cell of the balls of one guy who lives in another universe. It's part of one atom that's a cell of a ball and a guy. And it goes on and on and on and on forever. And there's no fucking end. And you're looking at a ditch. You just drove 6 hours to look at a ditch. You're a fucking dummy. You can see the bottom. Why is that even interesting to you? Oh, yeah, you're small, it's big. Space is some fucking crazy shit.